Good morning and hope you all have been well. In today's video, we are going to be continuing on with our Pokemon Reborn Let's Play, and this is part 40 of the Let's Play, just to let you guys know. So before I get started with today's episode, I do have a few things that I do want to say real quick. Number one, this is my favorite part of Pokemon Reborn. I believe I went into that last episode, and for this part, I pretty much want to go slow with this one and just kind of take my time with it. May explain a few things here and there, may say a few things here and there, but again, this is just my favorite part of Reborn. There may be another part in episode 19 that I would possibly like more than this, but as of now, this is easily my favorite part, and I don't really want to rush it or anything like that. The second thing that I want to get into is me being somewhat sick. I believe I brought it up on a few videos. I'll say it again. I am still somewhat sick. I guess it's just some sinus infection or something like that. Because I know I've been having a lot of sinus issues and a lot of congestive issues as well recently. So overall, sorry if I sound maybe a little bit different. Sorry if I pause more often, or say things more weird or soft or anything like that. So yeah, pretty much if I mess up more often than usual, it's probably because of that. And I just want to say that in advance and apologize in advance for that. Yeah. Station Master here. We've got your boarding passes. Another one for Reborn City, huh? They sure have been pushing that new league. Just between you, me, and the old battered fence post, I hear Reborn City's kind of a dump. Why anyone would want to go there is beyond me. And yet, a bunch of you ambitious trainer-type folk have been heading out in droves. But off you go now. Train's leaving any minute. And here are the other people that was on the train that didn't make it. Whatever protag you chose your character to be would be the one being able to move around, and the rest, I would safely assume, did not make it during the train crash. So you're Alon. I'm Julia, captain of cheer and pep, and all things bubbly and bright. Oh, pop quiz, are you going to take on the Reborn League? Correct, that was the only thing you could ever do anyway. I'll be looking forward to your challenge, so go on, get down to the Grand Hall already. Hey, are you Alon? I'm Kiki. It's a pleasure to meet you, but is everything okay? I heard something happened at the station. Well, you're here, so I guess you're alright. Amy asked that I bring you in for salvation too. Don't worry, it shouldn't take long. Let's go inside. It's definitely interesting that she would ask, um, or yeah, pretty much ask you to come in for salvation, um, and calling herself Kiki. Just something I've kind of wondered. And I guess if you haven't really noticed, It looks like to me like an outline of the Grand Hall. If anybody has never noticed that, it's kind of like your journey from the beginning towards close to the end point with going through all of this. It's such a cool idea and such a cool concept. I've always loved this. It's just so cool to me. I guess we will choose our starter here. And I do not believe there is anything over here, but I will check just in case. Guess we'll head on back now. But it also makes me wonder if there is something more to this pro tag, similar to rejuvenation. Rejuvenation, sorry. There definitely has to be something more, but I wonder what though. Hey, you're cute. You come around here often. Just kidding. Man, Alon, I am so glad to see you. I mean, I thought I had stars in my eyes, but I guess it was just you. But really, I've been wandering around here for a while, and I was starting to get worried. I have no idea how I got here or what's going on, but what do you say we stick together until we figure out what's what in this place? What's what in this place, sorry. Then again, there's only one path, so I guess that won't be hard. Come on, let's go. Hi, Alon. Welcome to the super duper ultra hyper electro dazzle happy boom time house of cheer. Just ignore all of the super lame reality junk. I need more banners and streamers and, ways to cover up this persisting revelation that the best years of my life are already behind me, and from now on, everything is an inevitable decline. Wait, is that a safety hazard? Oh, who cares? Anyway, don't think I'll go easy on you just because you're the one he chose. As former captain cheerleader, I have to convince myself that the Yonk's trainer school's honor depends on me. O2 OTS we represent, we pack a punch and don't relent. Alright, I'm wired, so let's... Alon, a little birdie told me you were coming here to challenge my sister. But see, I know you, Alon. You don't deserve to challenge her. You're not good enough. Not even I was good enough. Maybe you don't understand why I'm doing this, Alon. It's not like it matters of our family and our school's pride. But you're worthy, and I never was. I guess with the whole Julia thing, I don't mean to like kind of not say anything about that, but it's really interesting when she said when he chose us. That's also something I've kind of wondered. Like like is it maybe Arceus, maybe Shade, maybe another person that we haven't even met yet? Those are I guess a few ideas and possibilities that I've thought of. Please notice. And I believe that was Corey falling there. There's Shelly and Cal, I believe. I believe this is going into the whole thing that kind of broke up the friendship between them when Shelly and him, I guess, had a misunderstanding. Cal did something to hurt her, and Shelly kind of went her own way, and Cal went his own way. And I guess that kind of represents the old Cal and I guess the current Cal at that given point of the game. And then there's Blake there. And I guess that's Blake. Probably did something to Cal there. Alright, sorry for the pause there. So there's Shelly there. What are you doing, you stupid creep? Let me go. This girl is completely out of control. Hold her down. Good. Begin treatment at 100 volts. You'll never get away with this, you dirty old man. Make that 110. Bind her as well. And I believe this kind of represents the orphanage, since it looks very similar to the building. Now, Heather, just hold still. You might feel a little shock. Oh, it was you. Your light shines brightest in the darkness after all. So make sure you never, ever, ever stop shining, no matter what happens. I know this is a little backwards, just hang in there, okay? She should open a path for you, unless... Hey, Alon, if two stars fall passing like ships in the night, do you think they would wish upon each other? If that would happen, then which wish would win? Maybe we just have to chase them to the horizon to find out. And I guess here, there's Sigmund, I guess a few other people. I know that's Luna there. That might be Radimus at the top, maybe not. I'm just not sure who these other people are, to be honest. That could be Taka next to Sigmund though. Or maybe that isn't Luna, and maybe that's Dr. Sigmund's daughter. I believe there's something about that actually coming up here. Or maybe I'm confusing something with something else, maybe. Oh geez, there you are. It's really you this time, right? I lost you before, and I've been seeing some really weird stuff down here. Earlier, I saw a version of you, but I think it was from the past. You didn't seem to even see me at all. It was pretty cold, but I thought we were gonna stick together. Listen, I keep feeling like there's something just behind me. So really, stay close this time, okay? Let's go slow together. Welcome once more. I return as well, striking in perfect mortality, with all the fury that my soul may harbor, because that is all I can amount to. Defeat the inner chaos. Did you think I was only talking about Zen of the mind? I could be centered to dead zero and I will still end up. How is it fair that I had to be the one to go? How is it fair that my body had to be the one killing itself? I didn't ask for this. Did you think I was satisfied? Do you think I didn't have dreams? Do you think I knew a single gosh darn thing about staying calm? Defeat the inner chaos? I am made of chaos, and there's nothing I can do about that. Unlike these whiny, self-absorbed children whose greatest problems is what their hair looks like, they have no idea what it's like to wake up one day and suddenly hear that despite everything they have ever sought to do with their life, despite giving themselves to others every step of the way, despite surviving a family that communicated mainly in drugs and violence, despite having climbed over all of the crap of life just to make one gosh darn oasis of serenity in this ballistic world, the only reward you get is death. Tear my stomach open, pick out my intestines, grind them into the dirt. My body would do it all on its own anyway. The only thing I ever taught was mercy, but no one could teach that to me. And then here's Kane's family, and I assume that's Aya. Well, it clearly says that there. Please stop fighting. Please come back. I'll clean my room and won't complain anymore. I'll do anything I need to. Just please, love each other again. And I guess that's, I again with, I guess, the mom and dad. And then there's Kane with a bunch of other guys there. I don't know, it's kind of sad to kind of like see that. Because I'm gonna assume that's probably, them maybe bullying him for, I guess, being, gay or something like that. That's my guess. If I'm wrong, then I'll take the L. And I'm not sure if that's, I guess, symbolism of like abuse or something like that, but if that is the case, that is pretty sad for the both of them to just kind of grow up in an environment like that. It just kind of makes you understand why Kane decided to leave, though. But of course, I believe a while back Aya was kind of blaming herself for it, which, I mean, you can't really do that. from the first interaction you had with Aya in this world. Um, she was kind of wanting things to go back to normal, have the parents, love each other again, but things just didn't work out. But actually, real quick, was I seen Corey there? I just want to see something. That doesn't look like Corey. Okay. I just wanted to check that out real quick. So you finally left too, huh? I know I'm a toxic person, but you could at least say goodbye first. But I guess that's just what I deserve. I don't know, I don't believe like Aya did really anything. I think it's more so the mom and dad, more than anything, if I had to take a guess. Oh, it really is just you, isn't it? This place is running me a bit ragged and not in a good way. If I keep seeing things about you, you probably seen some things about me too. To be honest, I'd rather just forget about most of that stuff. Well, obviously, that's why I ran. But then, the only place I ever ran was in circles. I guess it's hard to do anything else when you don't know where to go. Hey Alon, do you know what you want to do in the future? Like after this is all over? To be honest, I've always answered no for this interaction. I'm not sure if it makes a difference friendship wise, but I've always chosen no, so I'm gonna stick with that for this Let's Play. Then I guess we're made for each other after all. So many people seem like they're just cut out and set on whatever it is they want to do, but I never was like that. I can barely settle on a romantic partner, even with how much I joke around and flirt about that stuff. It's just a way of keeping myself safe from commitments and disappointments. If those are even any different, who knows? Maybe one day I could find somewhere I can actually feel like I belong. Place or person either way, but I've gotten around enough to know that I'm the problem, not them. Even if they do nothing wrong, I still never feel like I can stay. But hey, everyone's a little broken, right? And some pieces just don't fit together. No matter how much lotion, well, never mind. You go on ahead this time. Sticking together never works out anyway. And maybe, just this time, I'll stop running. I think I've got some thinking to do, but don't be afraid to call me up later. We meet again. I have no intention of extending to you the same mercy as when we last met. I am here to reclaim what has been stolen from me. Lizzie. Lizzie. I will do what must be done for your sake. That's what I was referring to earlier about the one girl next to Sigma and all of that. Um, I guess that was Lizzie and not Luna. I believe I corrected myself on that, and I wasn't sure if I was right or wrong, but I'm going to assume that is Lizzie and not Luna. So yeah. I don't believe any of these guys talk, but just wanted to double check. Blast that feral woman, and blast her husband twice. History cares nothing for hopeless romanticism. He is as naive as I've been, for neither does history care for its own study. I only need to recover the scars I carved, not earn my own. But now I understand. But I understand now, sorry. Reality, reality accepts nothing less than full commitment and sacrifice. Those unwilling to choose that path have it chosen for them. Then there's only one road left to walk. Ironic. Perhaps this loss was just what I needed to glean the way. History is written by the winners, and I have written too much already. Then there is only one choice. How funny. You thought you were strong together, and here you are now. Let this be a lesson. Numbers do not help. Friends do not help. Nothing ever helps. No one ever helps. No one ever helps. I guess there's L here. And I guess that was the interaction with Luna and Radimus. Sorry for the pause there. Before I do start reading this, I've always kind of wondered who this person was. I've always thought that it might have been Savage. If you remember on one of the earlier Let's Plays, I read a story from an old man that talked about a trainer that they called Savage, and I guess they don't really know the true name of them, but they were the one that was battling Shade over and over and over again. And eventually they won, but over many losses, I guess their mind just kept getting worse and worse, and all of that type of stuff. So I kind of wonder if this is Savage. Maybe not, could be a new character, but I don't know. Once upon a time, a belt of meteors swept across the universe. But one day, one of those little meteors decided she wanted to go further than any of the others ever had. So she kicked up her trail, revved up her space dust, and off she went, sailing far, far across the galaxy. Further than all of her best friends, further than all of her loving family, further than any meteor had ever known it was possible to even go. And when she was very, very tired of flying so far away, she found a little planet she liked, and she thought that she would finally rest. So the little meteor started to descend to the planet's surface, but that planet's atmosphere was so hot and so thick, and the little meteor was so exhausted from flying so many millions and millions of moons across space, that she burnt right up in the sky. And do you know what happened? All the people on the planet looked up and said, "Look, a shooting star. Let's make a wish." And so everyone on that little planet, which had scarcely seen such a star in its life, wished and wished and wished and wished with all of their might. And those people smiled in new hope like they had never known before, and they felt happy. And by the time it would have come to the surface, there was nothing of the little meteor left at all. It had all poof vanished. And even though it disappeared from the world forever, do you know what that little meteor did? It lived happily ever after. In the joy it brought, and the hearts it touched, and the smiles it inspired in its final moments as a shooting star. So even with its last little itty bitty bit of life, it never ever regretted what it had done, even once. So make sure to smile for me too, okay? You could have been a meteorite instead. And I guess there's Radimus with the Gardevoir there. I guess to kind of talk about this, well, real quick, I didn't really say anything about this. Sorry for that. I guess that is pretty much representing like the family itself. Because I believe, what is it? Radimus is the father of Anna and Noel, and I believe Sienna over there is the mother of Bennett. I know Luna was Radimus's dad, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry if I got some of that mixed up or wrong. I guess you could correct me if you like to. There's Taka and Cyrus, I believe, or Solrus. I forgot the name of him. It was one or the other. And there is Elle with Luna there. I'm going to assume this kind of represents like Luna, I guess, having different feelings and disagreeing with what Elle is doing, and same with Taka disagreeing with what Cyrus is doing, or Solrus. This is fun. Hey, don't you even know who your real ally is? Don't you? Don't you? Hey, who's really made it so you could get this far? Who? Who? Hey, haven't you been having fun? Haven't you? Haven't you? So you're like me. Why else would you keep playing? And I'm gonna assume that interaction is similar with the whole thing with leaving the one Arceus thing. I forgot what it's supposed to be called. And I believe that's the same voice or same person that talks to you at the very end of version 18 before you beat Hardy as well. And I guess there's Sienna there. I don't know if that represents, with her being broken, maybe two different personalities or something. But I'm gonna assume more so just being broken. So there's something up there with Sienna. Someone on the ground. Bennett there. And I guess there's Bennett. I guess being influenced by Radimus, maybe? Let me see here. I'm not 100% sure on who that is behind Sienna. Maybe Heather? And Luna? I'm pretty sure that is Luna, but I'm not sure who the one at the bottom is. If this is what it's like to die, I don't mind. I'm happy. I was finally able to be of use to my master, and that feeling is my own, my own. No matter how intensely I may feel it, even I know the truth. All of my desires for him is just a reflection on his own longing for her, and neither of us could ever realize it. After all, a human marrying a Pokemon. How... I have no idea what that word is. How something unthinkable. These aren't the Dark Ages anymore. I'm not stupid, just a mess. And even if I put all of those thoughts square out of my head, I know they would all come rushing back the moment I saw him again. Is that just how crushes are? Or is it just part of my fate to only have his feelings? I suppose I'll never find out. Not anymore. For now, I would rather like to sleep for a very, very long time. So here is Terra here. I've brought up on one of the videos that I honestly do believe that Terra in some way is related to Lynn. I'm not sure how, but it's just something I've always believed. I could be wrong, but I do believe in some way they are related to each other, so yeah. I don't know, overall there's just something different about Terra. Same with whatchamacallit, Shade as well. I don't know what it is, but there's just something different about them. It's better this way, but you're not the one who gets to decide that. And I guess there's Blake pushing Cal. How much longer do you think we have to stay out here? As long as a rope. What? How long is a rope? As long as it needs to be. Huh? I was just tired. Stop making excuses. I didn't mean to ruin anything. If you're really tired, then go to sleep. Here in the snow? No, in the luxury down bed we've got. Yes, out here. Dad won't be mad after this, right? He will if you keep asking things like that. But I'm so cold. Yes, that's kind of the point. I want to go inside. Stop complaining. It's your fault we're in this situation in the first place. I'm sorry. No, you're not. I am. You're sounding like him. Better him than you. Guess we're getting towards the end of this then. Now, with that character there, I've always wondered, like, who was that? Maybe that was once Shade, um, before he turned into what he is. Or maybe it is a character that I know and I just missed him for that split second. I gotta go back to this and watch it on my own and kind of pause there. But I guess we are getting towards the end of all of this. And I guess that's the whole scene with the Hydreigon, but it seems not only Adrian but the other three as well. And I guess that represents Zell kind of breaking up since the whole Magnezone thing happened. And I forgot the two of their names, but they're the ones in the one story in the one house that me and Shelly went into. And I guess that's the whole thing with Titania stabbing Lynn. Enough. How do you do, Alon? It has been a fair few months, let me redo that, sorry. It has been a fair few moments since our last visit, has it not? But let us not linger on this. I fear you have daled here far too long as is. Though I do not fault you for it, this is my home rather than yours. So I will handle this place from here. Please. The way forward is yours alone. Please. The way forward is yours and yours alone. And I guess before we go back to, I guess, the real world, I will end the video here, since that does go into a lot of tech stuff, and I think this is a good spot to end it off. I know in the past I have actually backtracked to the very beginning. I don't believe I found anything new or different. Maybe I have missed something, but I might on my own time go back just to see if I find anything new. So yeah. But I guess with that, we will end the video here. Thanks so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.